Hey everyone, and welcome to Splash. Today we'll be talking about the 5 famous celebs who are now broke. Number 5, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson earned a reported $400 million over his career, but he was knocked down with a $23 million debt in 2003. The heavyweight champion declared bankruptcy, returned to jail, and went through rehab before he again reached financial stability.
During the 33 months after you got out of prison, $4.5 million on automobiles and motorcycles, give automobiles to 15 women and 2 men.
Tyson raked in $30 million per fight at the peak of his career, but he bled money as readily as he earned it. Tyson's largest debts included $17.4 million in tax liabilities to US and British authorities, a $9 million divorce settlement with former wife Monica Turner, several million in obligations to a gaggle of lawyers and producers, and more than $300,000 to a limousine company. His biggest assets included a Farmington, Connecticut mansion, soon sold to fund the divorce settlement, and 2 extravagant properties in Las Vegas. Today, Tyson has retired from fighting and appears to be solvent again. In 2018, Tyson started a marijuana company in California called the Ranch Companies.
Look at me now, you don't see me here about being in the paper, doing crazy stuff like I used to do. I think weed is the miracle drug of the future.
This year, he revealed he wants to start a cannabis-themed resort. Number 4, 50 Cent. Over the course of his career, which continues despite diminishing returns, 50 Cent has sold more than 30 million albums and earned dozens of music awards, including a Grammy and 13 Billboard awards. At one point, he was the second wealthiest hip-hop artist in America, behind only Jay-Z.
Difficult points define how good it is when you make it back to the good points in life. Perfect. You know, so you don't give up based on it being rough.
50 Cent's music sales steadily declined after peaking in the mid-2000s, along with his income. Despite scattered business successes, notably his Glasgow investment, Cent spent heavily on a lavish lifestyle, featuring Rolls-Royce automobiles and the same Connecticut mansion that Mike Tyson lost a few years earlier. Like many wealthy celebrities from impoverished backgrounds, he generously supported a small army of friends and family members, including his grandfather and a former longtime girlfriend. He also gave freely to worthy charitable causes, such as HIV treatment and prevention in Africa. All told, Cent racked up more than $20 million in liabilities against assets of less than $15 million. In 2015, he declared bankruptcy in an effort to restructure and slim down these obligations, losing much of his fortune in the process. Notably, Cent was forced to part with his Farmington estate, following in Tyson's illustrious footsteps. Number 3, Nicolas Cage. Cage's hard-charging approach to movie stardom earned him a lot of money. According to Finance Buzz, he pocketed $150 million between 1996, which is a decade after his career began, and 2011. During that time, he earned $20 million apiece for blockbusters like Gone in 60 Seconds and National Treasure.
And this movie definitely has historical elements to it, but it also...
It's not a history movie, but no. I mean, like this dollar bill thing. I've seen that all my life, and no one's ever taught me what that was about.
However, by 2009, much of Cage's fortune had vanished in a hurricane of lavish spending, and the star faced mounting legal troubles that further added to his financial woes. Starting in the 1990s, Cage embarked on a decade-long buying spree to rival Mike Tyson's.
See the new Lamborghini out front? Somebody's had one
the
here
Gallardo, yeah. That's
wow,
a pretty
it's
car.
pretty cool. It's real different than the other ones.
Yes, it is.
Style's different, a little Ferrari-ish in the back.
It's a lighter car. It's supposed to be a lot of fun.
According to Thrillist, his many bizarre and expensive purchases included several supercars, including a rare Ferrari and the Shah of Iran's Lamborghini, rare jewelry, a shark, a crocodile, 2 king cobras, at least 1 dinosaur skull, a collection of pygmy shrunken heads, a private jet, and a pyramid tombstone in a New Orleans cemetery. Cage also bought up and sold a slew of exotic real estate, including a 26-acre Rhode Island estate. Number 2, MC Hammer. MC Hammer had a legitimate hit with You Can't Touch This, and the rapper soon had $30 million in the bank. Thanks to his success, Hammer bought a $1 million mansion that he made $30 million worth of adjustments to, and he had a staff of 200 people in his home.
If you wanted to now say the story is MC Hammer just pissed his money off when you knew that I was employing 200 people for my community, it said more about you than it did about me.
He also bought a horse stable where he kept 19 racehorses. Combined with his unrestrained spending and numerous lawsuits, Hammer declared bankruptcy in 1996 while he was reportedly $13 million in debt. In 2011, he went on the Oprah Winfrey Show to talk about spending most days in California's Silicon Valley and being loosely involved with about 8 technology companies.
We're always thinking about how can we solve problems, how can we improve user experiences. The idea here was that, how would we be able to improve search?
MC Hammer is currently touring as of 2019. Number 1. Kim Basinger. In 1989, Basinger paid $20 million for the town of Braselton, Georgia. She was expected to create a tourist attraction such as a theme park or movie studio, but she instead declared bankruptcy in 1993 and had to sell the property.
I don't mean to sound like Mother Teresa, but in my heart, that's really why I got involved. I saw their plight. They didn't want to sell out and see their city become a landfill.
The bankruptcy was a huge news story at the time. Basinger was sued by boxing Helena producer Carl Mazzacone for backing out of an oral contract to star in the film. The Los Angeles Superior Court ordered her to pay damages and lawyer fees. Basinger eventually settled with Mainline Pictures in 1995, avoiding the initial $8.1 million judgment. She has continued to act in movies like 2002's 8 Mile with Eminem, 2010's Charlie St. Cloud with Zac Efron, and 2017's 50 Shades Darker.
I can't take my eyes off of you.
God, thank you.
And I'm not going to say your age because I don't know if you like to discuss that.
Oh, I don't care. 60?
Well everyone, hope you enjoyed. While you are here, go ahead and click on the link to check out some of our other awesome videos. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. See ya in the next video.